Hello and welcome back to the Banner Saga. Now we were about to go to the docks. So let's see. Voknir. A familiar Val steps onto the docks. In your mind you recall a much younger version tramping the halls of Grofheim, abundant in purpose. God, Subin, you're looking ancient. Comes with being old, and if there is Voknir, there must be Hakon. Must there? Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yaks? And what age do you lose a sense of shame? You're into a demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofenheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Aberang, in fact. I'm glad for it. Hagen motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering, golden wolf head emblazoned on red. The king of men, or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's son Ludin. Don't you know, Scrivener? We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hakon has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. Then you're going to Grofheim? I have the distinct feeling I've finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances, I'll drink a week away, but let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Morga? How can have him find a place to put up the warriors? I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few, others are strangers to you. So I'm off to find Morga. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looked for all the world, sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think. So, like, I know there's a lot of me just reading aloud, but you gotta, like, realize, like, it's an easy way for me to still be saying something while also, like, internalizing what's going on. I'm not sure how much I remember from the plot, but I remember him being one of the characters that can die, I think, Ludin. But I'm not sure. I'm also not sure how much of the game is set in stone and how much is due to my mistakes. Weariness suddenly settles in you. Chuckles herself about what an odd day it has been. What a governor's men with great hold could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Voknir's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. But yeah, I remember originally, when I played this game originally, like years ago, I think I lost him, but I'm not sure. So let's talk to this guy. I'm guessing this is Ludin. Is this the right place? Find the prince at an inn. Guards plank at the building, including sharp-eyed Val, who must be waiting for Ludin. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Ludin. Yes, you're with Voknir? I don't remember you. Not exactly, I've known Voknir a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards. Ludin looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying ties to the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? I have a habit of recording history before we might talk about your visit. I just to introduce myself. I have to learn more about you. Oh, well, you seem to know who I am. Do you have what you need? So I do. I won't keep you. You leave wordlessly. It seemed clear that Ludin was in no mood to talk. Or he's a miserable cur. I guess we don't really get along with Ludin. Scrivener! You find Hagen in a meat house right about the other Val. Strand is no stranger to Val, but rarely sees this many. Hagen waves you over. Went straight for a flagon. Vulcan is the one who agreed to pass up a drink and wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that get me trouble. No surprise, what's this time? When I could hear the crawl, the great hall was already full of buddies. The crawl. We added a few more humans. I guess if only I lived as long as a Yoxfad, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. It's not too long to start trying. Hackett lives. Let's live a low chuckle. Any Val could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting his way through Dredge at Voknir's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grofheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the meat house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. Overbearing? Okay, so basic supplies, 100 days. They're great. Renown, 15 options. Oh. Oops. Great hall. At dawn you're awoken by delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with the sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply letters. All there just as promised, to your mild surprise. You wonder if Irik had anything to do with that. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Voknir's already here. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Volker steps forward, Voknir's quartermaster. If you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You'll know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. Sure, let's go. You follow Mocha and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort, just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think. Strand is gone. Goodbye, Strand. This is the main portion of the game, just traveling from area to area. Trying to keep your clansmen and your fighters or your people happy, as you can see with the green icon up here. If you're not familiar with the game. Really is like a gorgeous game, and honestly, like, it is 100% like atmosphere. Current stops for the day, gifts working on meat casks from our gracious friend the Governor of Strand. Hours pass with directors after the meetings pass throughout the camp. Drink a little. You go easy. You've got nothing against a good drink, but if anyone's going to keep an eye on things, may as well be you. Revelers eventually fall asleep without incident. Okay. Your eyes groggily. The campsite, a casualty of merriment. Moggy is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. Besides their sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nudge and walk near you need it. Ah, it's Ludin. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Voknir releases the cage yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grofheim? Ah, we're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. I think this might be like Ludin's... I think this might be like Ludin's, you know... not rite of passage, but like coming of age journey. Because what is he, like late teens, early 20s? That's what he looks anyway. And like that was like a thing, at least as far as I know, like in Europe. you had this thing. We called it a Dannelsesreise, which is like when you're like a certain age, you go on a journey to like learn about, become worldly. Basically, it's more like an 1800 thing for aristocrats, but I could see that also being a thing for like a Viking prince. Like they'd be like, okay, you know what, get the fuck out of here, get the fuck out of the castle, see the areas you're supposed to be ruling, learn something about the world, become worldly. Maybe then you won't become a fucking snob. Yeah, I don't know. Well, map, drag the map to look around. I can choose where your caravan is in the world. You can also tap on any location to get some history about it. So that's where we are. Fraun. Long snowfields, tall mountains, and sparse woods of Fraun used to be the gathering place of Dredge during the Second Great War. As Val pushed them ever northward, they took the land and settled it themselves, referring to cold expanses over the warm, busier lands of mental south. Now the territory is almost entirely Val, so I'm guessing this is Strand. So Strand is like on the border of Fraun and Rundval. Great Loom. So where are we going? We're going on here. We're going to Grofheim. Grofheim is all the way up here. The Wandering Road, the Hangman, Bratterbeak Peaks, Bass. They really did a lot to like make this feel like a real world. Okay. Winterfell, named Bad Weather. The gales are blowing from the bay and around the mountain pass. Peaks keep weather from generally unpleasant state. I'm not gonna read all of this, but you know. This is cool though. So yeah, I wonder like how long it takes before we run into the Dredge. We'll see. Okay. We head north then east past the forts. Grofheim's far from Strand. Going to be a long march. You should have drank last night, Ludin. Why not take the ships to Scrimmius? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It's stairs covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Scrimmius. I have sunken city crawling with Dredge, Prince. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Ludin himself through the nose. Poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill. Yeah, he seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friends. You'll be looking for a tall cliff top off. Ludin's got a shorter wig than Hagon. Thanks, Woodmere. Let's get going. Another half day to Winterfell if we're lucky. Winterfell. Yes. Camp is where you manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter camp anytime attacking the camp button on the travel file. While at camp or in town, you can upgrade your allies or equip items in the hero's tent. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. A high morale will reduce casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Only rest when necessary. It uses but we know how I am about like resources, so I'll try and keep the resources. Injuries. Oh yeah. Gunulf is don't know what these items are supposed to mean. When Ubin came to the Wall King's tax collector, he was given an interest of bodyguards to help transport gold. Gunov is the only one from the original group still alive for good reason. Gunov is a cool guy. Oh, it says here. Abilities, armor, strength, willpower, exertion, break. Okay. 2 days injured. Ludin, Spearmaster, Wilmot, Shieldmaster. Okay. Alright. Good stuff. You wanna rest? Let's leave. Gunolf will get better. I'm sure he will.
Wedderfell. Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
Oh, so it's like poor people and outcasts. Wonderful. By Hadabok, there's a lot of wool for some missing cattle. What? A couple days back, some watched strand about the cattle. Didn't expect an army. Looked pleased with himself until the Saxons then ran here on his behalf. Where have your cattle gone? But no, my boys seen men over the hills carrying them away. Don't know how many men who could hoist a whole cow by himself. Scout things out here, maybe. They have Val working for them. Not from what the governor told me. We got to take a look around and get the camp set up. Peasant spits his eyes anxiously darting about his carrots and sometimes. We'll be here no more than a day. There's silver for any food you've got. Hunters of Val, are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. You think of squatting? Not enough room for cull hunters here. Forget hunters of them. Shut up. Hear that. What's Ludin? It's faint. Sounds like fighting and something else. Hacker takes off with a run. Ludin, god damn it! Ludin got in trouble, I guess. Oh, it's Dredge. Oh boy. Armor attacks. Armor blocks attacks with strength. Protect his enemy's strength. Protected attacks do no damage. God fucking damn it, it forced me to put Ludin in that position. Okay. that? Was that proof or? Really not doing well right now. I almost feel like restarting this battle. They were a little bit false battle. Masturbate! Holy shit! What do we do? He's masturbating. He's definitely like that is cool. That is masturbating. There's no other way. Up the robot man or rock man, whatever. Fuck them. Yeah. Promotion. Ow. That was a terrible battle. Promotion. Ludin has been injured again. What about Ludin? You're trying to get yourself killed, Ludin? What are you doing? I was trying to get a shot in between the plates. You ever seen a dredge before, boy? What kind of idiot? Break their armor first. Where did they come from? We didn't even see them. They were just there. Haken goes to where what new lies fails down. The future Valkyrie lies motionless aside from a spreading pool of blood. Whatney is dead. Oh, god damn it. Whatney is fucking dead! We barely knew him. Okay, well. Oh jeez. Where did that thing come from? Shh, stay close. I think it's Soros. I would end the episode, but it's doing a thing apparently. Okay. So, thanks for watching this episode, please. I hope you enjoyed it. Fuck this debt. We're getting stuff done. We're meeting characters. It's good. So far, we've got like a fight an episode, and I like that. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, bye.